Presented by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, Growing Legacies. Co-presented by Century Ply, आग से बचाए. Co-presented by Macho Hind, बड़े आराम से. Co-powered by Sera, this is your space, play it your way. Co-powered by Aditya Birla Sun Life Insurance, इससे जरूरी कुछ भी नहीं.
Good evening and welcome. You're watching a live edition of the Newstrack being brought to you tonight from rural Bengaluru. I'm currently on the bus of the Praja Dhwani Yatra with Congress's leader DK Shivakumar, who's right behind me. These are live images being brought to you in the most important assembly election for this year. And the reason that I say that this is the most important assembly election is because the BJP thinks despite all the anti-incumbency, the charges of corruption against the state government, they can still win Karnataka. And this is the one state where the Congress thinks it has a fighting chance. Behind me, fireworks have been going on for a long time. And I've been tracking Congress campaigns for many years now. And not in the recent past have we actually seen the Congress fight with this level of intensity. We've been tracking this Congress Yatra through the morning, and in most places, whether it was Gujarat or even in the northeast, the Congress has been fighting rather listless campaigns. But this is one state where they think they have a real chance of being able to wrest the elections and then also set the stage for the remaining assembly elections and then for 2024. So the one question which is uppermost on the minds of voters in Karnataka and amongst the Congress parties, can their leaders stay united? Will their differences really tear the Congress campaign apart? So we look at that and more on this special live edition of the Newstrack being brought to you from rural Bengaluru.
Shivakumar Siddaramaiah साथ-साथ. CM face contenders show of unity. Congress netas co-star in campaign video. Stage set for state of war Karnataka. DK Shivakumar on the campaign trail. Newstrack exclusive.
This poster that I have behind me here at this rally of the Praja Dhwani Yatra really symbolizes the problems of the Congress party. So there is Siddaramaiah, the former chief minister, the Kuruba OBC leader. Flanking him is DK Shivakumar, who clearly seems to think that he can be the next chief minister. He comes from the Vokaliga community, which is dominant in the southern part of the state, in the old Mysuru belt, which is where I'm broadcasting from live tonight. Then next to him is Parameshwara. Parameshwara is a Dalit leader, and remember, the new Congress president, Mallikarjun Kharge, also comes from the state of Karnataka. He's a Dalit leader as well. And then there is MB Patil, who's the Lingayat leader. But remember, these Congress leaders are trying to put up a united front. The Praja Dhwani Yatra, when it started, had both DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah campaigning together. But the moment the cameras go off, the acrimony starts to come out. There is genuine differences or wrangling amongst them, which could either go against the Congress if they fight openly, or it could go in favor of the Congress if they both go out and give it their best shot, hoping to win the maximum number of seats for the party in their area to showcase their area of influence and strength. It worked for the Congress in a state like Himachal Pradesh, where Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu, who was a Thakur leader, Mukesh Agnihotri, who was the Brahman leader, and Pratibha Singh, who was the wife of Veerbhadra Singh, all fought thinking that they could be chief minister. In the end, it helped the Congress. But if they start tripping each other over or trying to set up some rebel candidates against the official candidate to bring the other person's tally down. It can get very messy. The BJP thinks once tickets will be announced, things will be downhill from there for the Congress, because there is a lot of jostling and infighting. DK Shivakumar and the Siddaramaiah campaign for the moment are trying to make it seem as if all is well, that they can fight together. This is a big rally where we are. It's just one of those things that this bus reached here at the time when Newstrack started, so we're live from here. It's a big rally the Congress has set up, and there is genuine fervor and support as well, which wasn't seen in Gujarat, most certainly wasn't seen in the Northeast. But this is a state where the Congress still has some presence, and they're hoping that by putting up a united front, they'd be able to wrest Karnataka back from the BJP.
With just months to go for the Karnataka Assembly polls, the Congress is making a big unity patch. The two biggest faces of the Congress and warring chieftains, former CM Siddaramaiah and State Unit Chief DK Shivakumar, seem to have buried the hatchet, at least for now. Congress MP and party in charge of Karnataka, Randeep Surjewala, has shared a video of the two leaders appealing for votes together. The party is set to kickstart the hand-in-hand campaign on Saturday. Siddaramaiah and Shivakumar will directly reach out to people as part of the drive. But the question everyone is asking is how long this bonhomie will last. Siddaramaiah and Shivakumar share a bittersweet relationship, and it's not hidden. In Feb 2023, both leaders were seen holding separate yatras. While DK Shivakumar was in Kolar, Siddaramaiah was leading a yatra in Bidar. In December, when DK held a bus yatra to gather support for Congress, Siddaramaiah chose to stop that. Both have their eyes on the CM post. Siddaramaiah's supporters have been openly calling for him to be made the CM candidate.
ನನ್ನ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷ ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಪಕ್ಷ. ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷ ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಪಕ್ಷ. ನಮ್ಮ ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಗೆರೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದು ನಾವು ಗೆರೆ ದಾಟಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ನನ್ನ ಈಗಲೂ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ಅದೇನೆ. ಅವತ್ತೇನಿತ್ತು ಇವತ್ತೇ, ನಾಳೆನೂ ಅದೇನೆ.
Siddaramaiah is also playing the emotional card, calling this his last election, much to the discomfort of Shivakumar, who believes it is his turn to get the prized post.
ಚುನಾವಣೆಗೆ ನಿಲ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಇದೇ ಕೊನೆ. ರಾಜಕೀಯದಿಂದ ನಿವೃತ್ತಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ರಾಜಕೀಯವಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀತಿಯ ಬೆಂಬಲ ಸಹಕಾರವನ್ನ ಈಗಲೂ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಮುಂದೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ.
Party will decide who has to become the CM. I am not the man to decide. The Congress Party High Command will decide who has to become the Chief Minister. Quite natural. Congress President has become after S.L. Krishna, the same community has become. That is what I just disclosed before the community. I want those entire community to stand behind me. I want the voters of all the community, they will definitely they will have an opportunity.
The factional feud in the Congress has embarrassed the party many times and also given BJP hope. While the party leadership hopes the truce between Siddaramaiah and Shivakumar will last, it still is a fragile ceasefire fraught with risks. After all, at stake is the CM's post. Bureau Report, India Today.
The Congress's biggest charge against the BJP government in Karnataka is that of corruption. Pay CM, 40% CM, etc. These charges of the Karnataka government of the BJP being corrupt. And that's a charge the Congress hopes will actually stick. In the manner in which Virupakshapa, who's a important Lingayat leader of the BJP in Karnataka, managed to get relief for himself from the court, and before that the fact that the state police didn't go in and arrest him in the manner in which would have been expected if this had been an opposition party leader, that really has raised questions and given the Congress more ammunition to continue to attack the BJP with.
Booked for corruption, BJP MLA Madal Virupakshapa was produced before the Lokayukta for the second straight day. Virupakshapa is being grilled for over 8 crore amount of cash that was recovered from his home. This after his son was caught red-handed accepting 40 lakh rupees as bribe.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಗನ ಆಫೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ದುಡ್ಡು ಇಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸ್
ನೀವು ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದವ್ರು ನೀವು ಒತ್ತಡ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು ಆ ಒತ್ತಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಲೋಕಾಯುಕ್ತರಿಗೆ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಸಹಕಾರ.
While the BJP MLA claims innocence, the Karnataka Chief Minister and his government are firefighting. The bribe-gate bomb has dropped on Basavaraj Bommai just as his government was battling cut money and corruption charges.
ಈ ಥರ ಅಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಕರಪ್ಷನ್ ತೊಳೆದು ಹೋಗೋದು, ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥ ಕರಪ್ಷನ್ ಪಾಪ ತೊಳೆದು ಹೋಗೋದು, ಅದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಂದೇ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. 59 ಕೇಸುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ACB ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಲೋಕಾಯುಕ್ತ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಬಣ್ಣು ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ಸಿನ ಬಣ್ಣು ಬಯಲು.
BJP should concern about their own internal affairs instead of poking their nose in the party. And all these years, no one leader had made any statement against like what Mr. Basuraj Yetnar or Mr. Vishwanath or some other leaders who were there was a huge mudslinging in BJP. There is nothing you can see in Congress party.
The cash seizure couldn't have come at a worse time for the BJP. With elections just around the corner, the bribe-gate scandal will be one of the raging issues in state of war Karnataka. Bureau Report, India Today.
Behind me are the cutouts of the galaxy of senior leaders of the Congress party. You've got Mallikarjun Kharge, the Congress president who comes from Karnataka, Sonia Gandhi, Rahul, Priyanka and Randeep Singh Surjewala, who's handling the Congress's campaign here. The irony though is that despite this being the one state where the Congress has a fighting chance, it is Prime Minister Modi, BJP President JP Nadda and Home Minister Amit Shah who've actually been spending more time. Rahul Gandhi did come during the Bharat Jodo Yatra, but since then the Prime Minister has been coming virtually every week. JP Nadda is in Karnataka even today, and the BJP top brass is giving it their all. They think that with the equity the Prime Minister enjoys, the goodwill that he has, they'd be able to overcome the anti-incumbency the state government faces. I want to bring you now this exclusive interview I did earlier this evening with DK Shivakumar. Now he's got multiple charges against him. The investigative agencies are at his throat. Despite that, he's leading the Congress's campaign. He's hugely resourceful, very jugadu in this old Congress style of functioning kind of way, which isn't what we've been seeing from the new Congress. And he's a fighter. He thinks he has a chance. He thinks he can take the party across the finishing line. And even though he doesn't say so in this interview, in his heart of hearts, he hopes that if the Congress does win in Karnataka, he could be the next chief minister. He thinks he'll be able to avoid the kind of problems that Sachin Pilot had in Rajasthan. He ran the campaign but didn't get to be CM. Gehlot got to be CM. He's hoping to avoid all of that, but that is after the votes have been counted. For the moment, he's focused on trying to help the grand old party win in the state. We are currently tracking the Prajadhwani Yatra of the Congress party, and with me is the man who's leading the Congress's election campaign in the state of Karnataka, the KPCC chief DK Shivakumar. Mr. Shivakumar, it's good to catch you in action on the campaign trail. Thank you for your time. Now, the Congress gave a virtual walkover to the BJP in Gujarat and recently in the Northeast. It didn't seem to fight with all that it had. At least in Karnataka, do you think this is a do or die battle for the Congress in some senses, that if the Congress today in Karnataka can't beat the BJP, then it will almost be impossible for the Congress to beat the BJP anywhere in the next year's general elections?
See, Gujarat politics and Northeast politics is different. Here the people of this Karnataka are very matured people, very cultured, very educated. They take their own stand. They take in interest of the nation and interest of the state. Karnataka is one state where even at the time of when Janata Party came to power at Delhi, they gave a different message that Congress under Devaraj. Same thing has happened earlier also in various occasions.
So when Krishnaji was the chief minister also, when Vajpayee was there also, here there was a Congress government. So how this happens? Here people are well matured. I think the other states' elections will not help. Karnataka will be the door for the Congress party at the national level politics.
But despite the anti-incumbency and charges of corruption against it, the BJP clearly thinks they have a good chance to be able to retain Karnataka, which is why the Prime Minister himself, BJP President Amit Shah, the Home Minister Amit Shah, JP Nadda, they're all giving it their all. It's not as if they think that this is a government that's been in power for 5 years, it faces various charges. They're not conceding defeat. They still think they can beat a Congress party which is divided at some level amongst its leadership.
See, I'm very happy that the Prime Minister or the Home Minister or Nadda never came to the people when the party, when the entire government was suffering. At the time of COVID, at the time of drought, or at the time of where there was heavy rains. They never came here. They thought that they have a double-engine government and they will run it. The way this double-engine government has delivered in Karnataka, it has become the corruption capital of this country. And the image of Indian politics has come to a very low level. They are trying to make over, coming here, requesting people. Earlier they said that they are going to run the elections with Bommaiji's leadership. Now they are telling that you please vote for Modi and for a double-engine government. Where is the double-engine government? The engine itself is not started. The engine has become with full of corruption. Any door you touch, any wall you touch of any government office. Today you see in a chief minister's own constituency, for making a khata, one officers are asking for 25,000. The second man has come now, he is asking for one more 25,000. Now he has gone with his cattle. I don't have money, you take a cattle. This is the situation. But you saw last week what was going on with an MLA being a chairman and his son, how much collecting? 8 crores of rupees has been seized by Lokayukta. They were asking for an witness, evidence. 2.5 lakh contractors, registered associate contractors, they came all the way, all the media published. They said that without 40% we can't work. Swamijis came out, openly said that we have to pay 30%. This is the magnitude of corruption going on this state. So people are very confident that they want to have a change, a government with a governance, and the Congress party will deliver it.
The BJP responds to all the charges of corruption that you are throwing at the BJP by saying the Congress is no one to lecture us. Least of all DK Shivakumar, who's got so many corruption charges against him. He can be arrested at any point in time by the investigating agencies. How can he lecture anybody on corruption?
See, please tell me one incident or one issue where I have been involved in corruption. I have not been involved in corruption. There was no cases on me. It is at the time of Ahmad Patel election when MLAs were there, they raided and they wanted to tarnish us. They have put some cases. Any inquiry or any commission has said that I have done any corruption. In my 5-year rule as a minister in Mr. Siddaramaiah government, I was there. They have made hundreds of inquiries on my various solar issues, power issues. Nothing they came out. Not on me, on any government of Congress party. They could not do.
Are you concerned that somewhere during this campaign, as it peaks up, you could possibly be arrested, like Manish Sisodia has been arrested in the case?
See, let them do whatever they want. We are least bothered. We are not afraid of it. If they have done anything wrong, the people are there to answer us. The people are there. You know how difficult days the entire country stood by me. Why they stood by me? The courts, I believe that injustice will not be thrown from the seat of justice. I believe that courts knows about it. It is all the political vendetta which is going on in the entire country. They are using these agencies and I am least bothered about it. I don't care. Even if they put me again, I will fight it out.
In Karnataka, in the Bengaluru rural constituencies where you are travelling, we heard one of your speeches that a lot of the people who were speaking before you were trying to prop you up as chief minister. They were all talking about DK being chief minister. Now Siddaramaiah thinks he will be chief minister. Parameshwara once again thinks he will be chief minister. Do you think this battle amongst the Congress leadership about who will be the next chief minister could be the biggest challenge for the Congress party in this election?
I'm least bothered about who will be the chief minister. The people want, definitely, they feel that they have their own choices. But it is the Congress party high command. My prime duty is to deliver a Congress government. The people, the workers, the common man should walk to the houses of the Vidhan Sauda telling that there is a Congress government which has to govern them with a governance. That is important. Not becoming me is not important. The high command will decide, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge and my party high command, Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi,
But I'm
all of them
hearing
are there.
Mallikarjun Kharge is quite close to you and seems to be quite fond of you. Are you hoping with Kharge as president he can help you?
It is, see, he is a very senior leader. A bloc president becoming the ACC president is very much important. He is from my state. He wants a Congress government. He is least bothered about the individual. In his state, he has become the ACC president, where Mr. Gandhiji is sitting. He is the president now. He wants a Congress government. He is doing his best. We are very proud of him being the Congress president from our state. That will give us more strength to bring a Congress government here.
As we talk to senior leaders in the Karnataka Congress, many suggest that Siddaramaiah ji probably has support of more MLAs or potential MLAs. While you are very resourceful, you can help mobilize the campaign. When it comes to popularity in the street and popularity amongst Congress leaders, it could be a Ashok Gehlot Sachin pilot kind of situation where Gehlot is more popular even though Sachin is the one who did the work in the build up to the elections.
See, I don't want to comment on all these things. It is my duty as a party president. They have given me this opportunity to deliver a Congress government. I am confident. I believe my leadership. They will take a call at an appropriate time.
Are you hoping to be CM? Are you hoping the leadership will choose you?
See, let the party take its own call. It is not me or Siddaramaiah or Mr. Kharge or XY, Parmeshwar or X anyone. We want a Congress. That's all.
Given that the Congress is fighting the Karnataka election with all that it has, why isn't the Congress senior leadership coming to Karnataka in quite the way that Nadda ji is here today, the PM's coming tomorrow, Amit Shah ji has been here. So in the way that they are spending time, the Congress top leaders don't seem to be backing you in the same way.
See, they are feared about they are losing the state. There will be a big change. What damages has been done to their party, they are trying to pacify it, trying to take it in a different direction. Here it is a state election. We are the leaders who can manage all these national leaders. We know we are ready to fight for them. We are ready to reply for them. At appropriate time, at the time of elections, they will come.
But you are in this Prajadhwani Yatra, they should come.
Rahul Gandhi came here. He walked the streets of this state.
That was in the Bharat Jodo Yatra. He's not come to Prajadhwani.
Then Priyanka Gandhi came here. She came out with a woman's, whatever the guarantee we gave for 2,000 rupees, what the guarantee was there. She came and did. Rahul Gandhi is coming here after this month end. He will come here. And other our national secretaries, they are here. They are doing their work. Mr. Kharge is here. Again, he will be here. He is in his home state. He already has been working. Recently, we went to Tumpur. When Gulbarga, we are going in the next week. Here we have the national leaders.
Your biggest charge against the Karnataka government is of corruption. This pay CM, 40% CM, etc., etc. Do you think this whole Virupakshipa incident has come as some kind of proof to your assertion?
No, it is not only Virupakshipa. The day one, the suicide of Santosh Patel, the Contractor Association and Swamijis, MLAs of the ruling party, forget them. Mr. Yatnal, Mr. Vishwanath, and one Mr. MLA from Chitradurga, ex-minister, all of them came out on record that what is going on in state, what more you need? Forget us, we are opposition. But you see, have you heard, on a OMR sheet has been tampered, an IPS officer in jail, more than 100 people are in jail on the youth's unemployment scam, PSI scam, police officer scam. This is the biggest scams in whatever department. It is not only one department. In every department, corruption is rampant.
No, but what's your grand vision? Let's assume that the Congress does come to power. What should the people, because as I traveled through the streets of Bengaluru earlier, If you go to Ahmedabad, you come to Delhi, you go to Lucknow, this city is getting better. You can see bigger roads, more infrastructure. In Bangalore, it's going from bad to worse.
That is why I have a vision to see that my team is going to Singapore to study various aspects. We are looking at, we want to see that this traffic problem is being sorted out.
What's your plan? How will you do it?
See, we have two major options which will come out. We will announce it at the earlier point of time. We have a vision for a better Bangalore, for a greater Bangalore, for a global Bangalore. We want, because this is a global city, people are well educated. The world leaders are coming to Bangalore. Instead of going to Delhi, they first come to Bangalore, then they go to Delhi. This is even what Atal Bihari Vajpayee also said when he had come here at the inauguration of laying the foundation of the international airport. This is what the Bangalore has. It is a rich human resources place.
But a lot of new projects are going elsewhere, whether they're going to Gujarat, in some instances they are going to Telangana.
Yes. The policy is not wrong. The policy, what they have announced, is wrong. We want to grow with a second tier city. We want to see that Bangalore is developed. Bangalore will give highest revenue. Almost 47% of the revenue is from this Bangalore and IT sector. We have to protect Bangalore. We have a new vision for this greater Bangalore.
In this election, the SDPI has said they'll contest about 100 odd seats. In a few seats, they could potentially be the difference between victory and defeat. Are you concerned that in a three-cornered election, the presence of the SDPI could take away a lot of the minority vote that the Congress would expect to get and make your life much tougher?
I don't think it is a political party which they can take any decision. But as far as the voters are concerned, I believe that they have confidence. The minorities and all other backward class and scheduled caste, they have decided they have to protect the Congress party and the Congress government in the larger interest of the nation. So I'm sure the voters, including Wakkaliga and Lingais and other backward class, they want to change. They doesn't look at any other option except giving an opportunity for the Congress party.
Your biggest charge against the Karnataka government is of corruption. This pay CM, 40% CM, etc., etc. Do you think this whole Virupakshapa incident has come as some kind of proof to your assertion?
No, it is not only Virupakshapa. The day one, the suicide of Santosh Patel, the contractor association and Swamiji's, MLAs of the ruling party, forget them. Mr. Yettal, Mr. Vishwanath, and one Mr. MLA from Chitradurga, ex-minister, all of them came out on record that what is going on in state, what more you need? Forget us, we are opposition. But you see, have you heard, on a OMR sheet has been tampered, an IPS officer in jail, more than 100 people are in jail on the youth's unemployment scam, PSI scam, police officer scam. This is the biggest scams in every whatever department. It is not only one department. In every department, corruption is rampant.
No, but what's your grand vision? Let's assume that the Congress does come to power. What should the people, because as I traveled through the streets of Bengaluru earlier, if you go to Ahmedabad, you come to Delhi, you go to Lucknow, this city is getting better. You can see bigger roads, more infrastructure. In Bangalore, it's going from bad to worse.
That is why I have a vision to see that my team is going to Singapore to study various aspects. We are looking at, we want to see that this traffic problem is being sorted out.
What's your plan? How will you do it?
We have two major options which will come out. We will announce it at the earlier point of time. We have a vision for a better Bangalore, for a greater Bangalore, for a global Bangalore. We want, because this is a global city, people are well educated. The world leaders are coming to Bangalore. Instead of going to Delhi, they first come to Bangalore, then they go to Delhi. This is even what Atal Bihari Vajpayee also said when he had come here at the inauguration of laying the foundation of the international airport. This is what the Bangalore has. It is a rich human resources place.
But a lot of new projects are going elsewhere, whether they're going to Gujarat, in some instances they are going to Telangana.
Yes. The policy is not wrong. The policy, what they have announced is wrong. We want to grow with a second tier city. We want to see that Bangalore is developed. Bangalore will give highest revenue. Almost 47% of the revenue is from this Bangalore and IT sector. We have to protect Bangalore. We have a new vision for this greater Bangalore.
In this election, the SDPI has said they'll contest about 100 odd seats. In a few seats, they could potentially be the difference between victory and defeat. Are you concerned that in a three-cornered election, the presence of the SDPI could take away a lot of the minority vote that the Congress would expect to get and make your life much tougher?
I don't think it is a political party which they can take any decision. But as far as the voters are concerned, I believe that they have confidence. The minorities and all other backward class and scheduled castes, they have decided they have to protect the Congress party and the Congress government in the larger interest of the nation. So I'm sure the voters, including Vakkaliga and Lingais and other backward class, they want to change. They doesn't look at any other option except giving an opportunity for the Congress.
No, but the presence of SDPI candidates does make a complicated election contest even more complex.
No, it will not happen. I'm telling you, whichever party, I'm not only referring only to SDPI, even including Janata Dal, it will not affect the prospects of the Congress.
Are you concerned? Because there's been so much talk about the Janata Dal secular, possibly in the case of a fractured house, choosing to go with the BJP, that could make your life complex if it's a hung house, that the JDS actually ends up partnering with the BJP?
It is their wish, but my guts is that without anyone's support, Congress party is going to form a government. We will deliver a government with good governance. We will not have any support of anyone. Even BJP will be stuck to 65. Janata Dal will be around 20 and plus. Congress will have its full measure.
Do you see the JDS as being a serious threat in this election, or do you see this largely as a bipolar fight between the Congress and the BJP?
No, I don't want to comment much on that because we have tried them, we have tested them, we have given an opportunity. They could not deliver.
But they're still the tallest party for the Vakkaliga community from where you come.
Fine, but their numbers will be reduced in a very big way. Whatever the seats they got in Mandya, whatever the seat they got in Mysore, whatever the seat they got in Assam, will not be repeated again.
When Congress MP Rahul Gandhi was in the United Kingdom, he seemed to be asking for external help, asking countries in Europe and the United States to come help democracy in India. Now, a lot of the BJP leaders are attacking RG for saying, why does an Indian democratic leader want Europe and America to intervene in India's affairs? How do you see this?
See, in various cases, while world leaders had come to India, it may be Bill Clinton or the other Prime President of America, Mr. Obama. While going back, they said that they have to protect the secular sanctity of this country. They have given statements. In this context, he wanted to keep this country united. Without Gandhi family, Congress or the country could not be united. Country can be united only with the Congress leadership. That is why a lot of people are there. Better see them because when Prime Minister went out of the country, in America also last time before elections of the parliament presidential election, he said he gave a speech on the former president of India to support him. Aapki baar. He gave a statement. Like that, he also feels that yes, we have to save this country. He feels that a lot of people outside the country are there, that they all join together and support us.
When Basavaraj Bommai was made Chief Minister of Karnataka, there was a sense that Mr. Yedurappa's time and tenure was kind of over. But we saw the Prime Minister came recently, felicitated Mr. Yedurappa on his birthday, in some senses sending a message that BSY is still the face that they hope to take to the people of Karnataka because he's the tallest Lingayat leader in the state.
See, we have a lot of respect for Yedurappa. But why Yedurappa has been removed? Why there is no answer? Why Yedurappa has to cry? Why Yedurappa's son could not be made even an MLC? Not even an MLC. They could not accommodate him as an MLC. They could not accommodate him as a minister. Then what is the use of making a lip sympathy? Lip sympathy doesn't work. The people of the state know that how Yediyurappa has been backstabbed, and there will be a result on it.
You know, the Congress party is given various freebie announcements. You know, you promised 200 units of electricity. Then there was a promise of 2,000 rupees to every woman. Then 10 kgs of rice. Now, this is raising concerns about whether you could cause financial distress to Karnataka with all these freebies, something that the Prime Minister seems to be very opposed to.
I don't know whether Prime Minister has seen his own manifesto under his leadership and Yediyurappa leadership. See, I was a power minister. 10,000 megawatt of power was being produced when I was a minister. Then when I left the office, it is 20,000 megawatt of power. Transmission losses was 21%. It came reduced to 14%. If we stop this corruption, it is enough. How did they manifest? In the manifesto, they said that they are going to double the income of the farmers. They said that 1 lakh rupee of a loan will be waived. They said that they are going to give, instead of 7 hours power, free power to the farmers, 10 hours. How did they announce that? How did they, without having a proper knowledge, did they announce that? I am telling you, I was a power minister. I know Karnataka has sound financial strength. We can manage. We will help it out. Whatever we have committed. See, the price rise. They said that there's going to double the income of everyone. Whose income they have doubled? No income has been doubled. Achedin. Where is that Achedin? With their promises, we have come out all this. But our promise, we will deliver.
Mr. Shivakumar, you're fighting a very important battle, because this is not just a battle for Karnataka. This is a battle to prove that the Congress still has what it takes to win against the BJP. If you win, it gives the Congress some hope. If you don't, then it basically means that the game is over. Khalas for the Congress, because if they can't win Karnataka, they basically just pack up and go home.
You will have a surprise. You will have a change. The change for the growth of this country, the change for the unity of the country, the change is for the development of this country, the change for the youth of this country.
But the BJP has the one thing you don't have, which is the magic of Modi. They think that Prime Minister Modi can help overcome a lot of the anti-incumbency against the state.
Even Modi was there in Himachal, he was there in Delhi, he was there in West Bengal, he was there in Tamil Nadu, he was there in Kerala,
But his presence
he was
helped
there
them
in
last
Telangana,
time.
he was there in
His rallies
Telangana.
made a big difference in the last campaign.
I don't think that will help you out. That will not help out.
Well, we'll find out once the verdict is announced.
Here, the ballot is more stronger than their bullets, than their words. The ballot will prove that. Though they are trying to, you know that they wanted to, they made a big, more than 8,000 officers, BLOs. They appointed their cadres. We found out they wanted to deduct the minority and scheduled caste vote. We went to the election commission. Election commission came out. Then lot of officers will be suspended. This is the way they are trying to gain their election prospects.
Okay. We'll find out when the votes are counted whether this confidence is based on genuine reason or whether it's a bit up in the air. But thank you very much.
Holi celebrations at the Ola Giga factory, a video shared by the company founder and CEO Bhavish Agarwal. Agarwal also uploaded this video, his own take on his future factory bots joining in on the Holi fun. Meanwhile, this poll also appeared on his Twitter feed with the question, "What's the biggest barrier for you to buy an EV?" The response was huge with around 19,000 votes. The biggest hurdle, it seems, is the lack of charging infrastructure, with more than 30% of the respondents choosing this as the number one reason. The higher cost of EVs is the second reason. There also seems to be considerable apprehension among customers whether the EV battery will last 5 years. Around 80% of the respondents had range anxiety, a fear that the battery would give out during a trip. The poll triggered more than 500 responses, with people quick to share their suggestions. Customers from as far as Chhattisgarh were inquiring about hyperchargers, with another user suggesting that chargers be installed outside restaurants, cafes and other locations besides gas stations. There were also complaints of government subsidy on electric vehicles not percolating to the customer. But most took the opportunity to raise various other issues of services related to deliveries, of deadlines not kept, and of accessories still to be installed. While the poll clearly highlights the gaps in the sector, the government has also been taking steps to promote the EV space in India. In the Union Budget presented last month, Finance Minister Nirmala Siddaramaiah announced a policy to support battery energy storage systems with a capacity of 4,000 megawatt-hour with viability gap funding. She also mentioned an outlay of 35,000 crore rupees for priority capital investments towards energy transition and net zero goals till 2070.
In the month of October last year, we did a ground report on the EV charging infrastructure in Delhi NCR, where we found most of the EV charging stations that we encountered were either broken or were out of service. This just shows there's a gap between what we want EV adoption to be and the ground reality. This was Akanksha Chaturvedi for Business Today TV.
Got a call from somebody from TVS, and they said, we're looking at having you on board. Next thing I know is they've
Welcome back. You're watching the Newstrack. Congress Member of Parliament Rahul Gandhi is facing flack for his comments about democracy dying in India. Today, it was Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar who trained his guns on Rahul Gandhi. Remember, Rahul Gandhi in that interaction in Britain had said that mites of opposition leaders were being turned down when they were speaking. The Vice President who heads the Rajya Sabha very upset with that charge, saying A, this is untrue, and B, Rahul Gandhi is denigrating India and giving Indian Parliament and democracy a bad name.
There are important things that we need to speak about: demonetization, GST, the fact that the Chinese are sitting inside our territory. When we try to raise these questions, we're not allowed to raise them in the House. It's a fact.
Some amongst us, including parliamentarians, in overdrive, are engaged in thoughtless, unfair denigration of our well-nurtured democratic values.
A thorny debate, not in Parliament, but over it. The Congress leader tells British lawmakers that the opposition's microphones are silenced in Indian Parliament. Rahul's microphone analogy on Monday drew on his assertions in the UK that Indian democracy is under threat.
Indian democracy is a public good. It's 3 or 4 times the size of the United States in terms of numbers. Same with regards to Europe. So the surprising thing is that the so-called defenders of democracy, which are the United States, European countries, seem to just be oblivious that a huge chunk of the democratic model has come undone, right? Which is a real problem.
The remarks drew a sharp retort back home.
विदेशी धरती पर जाकर भारत को बदनाम करने का, भारत को तोड़ने का और ये जहर फैलाने का काम श्रीमान राहुल गांधी जी कर रहे हैं। सवाल ये खड़ा होता है कि आखिरकार ऐसी सोच क्यों? ये कौन से अपने विदेशी मित्रों के लिए ये भाषा का उपयोग किया जा रहा है?
Not just the government and the BJP, Vice President and Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar issued a strong reaction to Rahul's accusations.
The world is applauding our historic accomplishments and functional, vibrant democracy. Some amongst us, including parliamentarians, in overdrive, are engaged in thoughtless, unfair denigration of our well-nurtured democratic values.
The Vice President told a book launch event on Thursday that attempts are underway to malign Indian Parliament and the Constitution. He recalled how Indian democracy was stifled when a state of emergency was ordered by then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi in the 1970s.
How can I sanctify a statement that mics in Indian Parliament are put off? How dare anyone pick up courage to say so? Has there been ever illustration? Yes, we did have a dark chapter of our political history. Proclamation of emergency. The darkest period which any democracy can suffer.
The Congress has hit back. The chairman, however, is an umpire, a referee, a friend, a philosopher, a guide to all. He cannot be a cheerleader for any ruling dispensation. Party spokesperson Jairam Ramesh has accused the Vice President of defending the government. The Congress insists the offices of the Vice President and Rajya Sabha Chair require no party loyalty and prejudices. The back and forth between Rahul Gandhi and his critics bumps up the debate on democracy to the centre stage of national politics. Bureau Report, India Today.
Make absolutely no mistake, the Battle of Karnataka is the most important assembly election that's being fought this year. These voters seated behind me are the ones who will determine the build up to the 2024 campaign. Because remember, if the Congress can somehow beat the BJP in a direct fight, they'd be able to show that Congress party abhi zinda hai, that the grand old party still has what it takes to win. If despite the 5 years of anti-incumbency, all these charges of corruption, etc., the BJP is still able to win, it will really be a crushing defeat for the Congress. If they can't win Karnataka, then what can the Congress possibly win in a direct fight? So the stakes are high. Stakes in any Indian election are always high. They always get us excited and charged up. But Karnataka, the stakes are higher than in any other assembly election this year, which is why this is so important, both for the BJP and for the Congress. And remember, there is that third party over here, the Janata Dal Secular, which is also in the fray. What they do in the old Mysuru region will be critical. And then there is the SDPI, the Muslim outfit, which is hoping to contest in 100-odd seats, especially those seats where there are Muslim people in big numbers. That could be a factor. They could play the role of a vote cutter, making it very complex for the Congress to try and get all the minority vote which they'd expect to get. So this is an exciting battle. As you can see, we're already out in the field tracking this election like absolutely nobody else will. The other channels, anchors, editors sitting in their studios will not be able to capture the colors of this election in the way that the India Today team will. And I hope that you will be tuning in all through March, all through April until the middle of May when the votes are counted to India Today's live and continuing coverage of the big battle of Karnataka. I hope you enjoyed this broadcast. Elections gets us excited like almost nothing else. There's no other story which is quite as exciting as an election. Look at the crowds behind us. It's late into the evening. They're charged up. They're excited. They're ready to go, as is the India Today team. So thank you for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you again at 8 p.m. Monday evening. Till then, from all of us here in the India Today Newstrack team, goodbye, good night.
बोलो बाटारन स्वामी की।
भैया तारीफ उस खुदा की जिसने ये जहां बनाया है। बंदे को शराफत अली कहते हैं।
बाबा जी मैं थोड़ा छोटा हूँ, थोड़ा काला हूँ, थोड़ा मोटा हूँ, लेकिन मेरी बाकी बॉडी है ना एकदम सलमान खान की तरह है। जानम समझा करो, जानम समझा करो, बाबा जी समझा करो।
प्रॉब्लम है कि 12 साल पहले मैं इनके साथ 7 फेरे ले चुका हूँ।
भाई 12 साल पुरानी बात अब आप क्यों उठा रहे हैं?
अरे मैं इनका हस्बैंड हूँ और अब शादीशुदा औरत पे लाइन मार रहे हैं।
ओ जी मैं भाभी जी नमस्ते जी।
काशीराम वो आ गया।
होता पकड़ बोने ब्रज बर
लखन के आते ही आपके मुड़ 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 मंत्र क्यों शुरू हो जाते हैं? चेहरा लाल, छाती नीली, हाथ पीले हो जाते हैं, बात क्या है?
काशीराम काम कर
आप मेरे पास, आप कहती मैं आपके पास आ गया होता। आई एम DS भंडारी। DS मतलब दिल से और भंडारी मतलब सिर्फ भंडारी। गोबर का बॉस। गोवर्धन का बॉस और आपका बहुत बड़ा फैन।
मामे ये तेरा दांत सोने का है ना?
सोने का तो है पर दूंगा नहीं।
दे देना मामे, मामे दे देना, दे देना। अच्छा मामे एक बात बता यार, दिलदार तुझे कैसा चाहिए? दांत चाहिए कि भांजा चाहिए?
नहीं इस बार तो दांत चाहिए, भांजा बिल्कुल नहीं चाहिए। भाई ये बंदे का नाम है शराफत अली। कसम उड़ान झल्ले की, पूरे चोर बाजार में पिछले 9 सालों में शराफत अली ने पैसा नहीं कमाया, लेकिन शराफत से इज्जत बहुत कमाई है। इज्जत।
हाँ शराफत भाई वाह, ये तो हद हो गई शराफत की। क्या नाम भी शराफत है। हाँ ये तो घास काट रहा है, माली तो नहीं है।
भांजे तने फिल्मों में नहीं देखा, हर बड़ा आदमी है ना अपने घर में घास काटता है।
हाँ लेकिन क्यों?
वो इसलिए कि इन बेचारों के पास है ना पैसा बहुत होता है, तो इनका है ना टाइम नहीं कटता है, तो अपना टाइम काटने के लिए है ना घर में घास काटते हैं।
हेलो जर्मन में फिर से सलीम बोल रहा हूँ।
ओ महाराज सलीम, सॉरी वो फोन कट गया था। और महाराज सुनो क्या हाल चाल है?
हाँ तो मैं ये कह रहा था कि मेरी बीवी ने बहुत पीटा और कहा कि तो जर्मन को जो उठा दे रहा, क्या वो
हेलो
नहीं गया?
हेलो हेलो
हेलो जर्मन, हेलो
हेलो हेलो
हेलो हेलो जर्मन, हेलो
सिर्फ जर्मन जर्मन सुनाई दे रहा है।
अरे लेकिन मुझे सब सुनाई दे रही है। जो कर्जा ले रखा है वो कर्जा दे रहा है तू।
हेलो
कर्जा देना यार।
हेलो हेलो
हेलो
ठहरो, मेरे कमरे में कोई है जो हमारी बातें सुन रहा है। कौन है? बाहर निकालो उसे, बाहर निकालो उसे। प्राइवेट कॉल। हमारी बातें तो नहीं सुनी तुमने? मेरी बातें तो नहीं सुनी तुमने? बहरे हो? ओके ओके बेटा